Well, good morning, class. This is an assignment for my weekly video attendance assignment for composition 2. Basically, I'm here to explain like my readings, my notes, and overall things I've been doing with the class this past week. Well, I forgot to mention my name is Bruno. Well, basically for composition 2, I started this class with a couple notes from here, right here. So basically, I started with the battle for attention, which I only read the highlight sections. Mm, 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 mm. I noticed that the narrator was watching everything a girl was doing on her phone during a rush hour in New York City train. And according to the narrator, he was trying to find a reason on how our capacity to pay attention is distributed through telephones, technology, and TVs. Then he pulled a bunch of research saying like associations reported a 10-year-old no sorry associations reported a 10-year-old decline in reading, in math, science, and having digital distraction as one of the issues, and just keeping attention on a single screen for an average of 2.5 minutes. And yeah, he also explained what is the crisis of attention. Basically, that if you focus your attention on one thing rather than dispersing it across on many things, the one thing you think is hard will become easier. This was a very interesting lecture, not lecture, sorry, a reading. The battle for attention. It shows how do you say, how damn we are as a generation, because how the clickbait words, how the ads work, and how our attention is just like not as it used to be. What else? Well, I noted at the end saying that the author redacts in several points saying how short the time frame of our attention has become, and how we get triggered by addictive content, and how companies and scientists study our behavior towards ads, and that's how our companies use these studies to attract or trigger our attention. Well, I read the syllabus after that. Basically, I read the syllabus after that. I read the rhetorical appeals. I understood what logos, pathos, ethos, and kairos was. Basically, what rhetoric means is the way authors manipulate language in order to persuade an audience. That's my notes right here. And this is understanding how the contextual elements shape the author's creation of a specific text. Ethos, pathos, and logos, Greek terms from Aristotle, that is the father of rhetoric. Basically, that logos represent is appeal to logic, that is logic, reason, rationality, or objective. Pathos is the appeal to emotions. I have it right here. Audience emotions to get them to agree with author's claims. And finally, ethos, that is appeal to values. How the author tap into values or ideologies that the audience holds. After that, I read about if you thought playing NBA in defense was hard and try to quantify it, and how the companies were using defensive statistics in their own favor. I read about the logical fallacies right here. All of the logical fallacies, they were super interesting. I grabbed notes of all of them and placed the examples on all of them. Well, I read the end of men, and basically did the rhetorical essay analysis. We comparing the end of men Well, I took a lot of notes, and basically, this assignment is training us to think like Rosen, to analyze persuasive media not just for what it is or what it says, but for what it does and how it affects. That's how the real power of rhetorical analysis works. And then at the end, for the 1.5, I did the response of the understanding comics and a visual rhetoric discussion. I answered what is culture. Basically, a system of shared meanings, values, symbols, and practice that define groups of people. And yeah, that's basically it. Those were my notes. Thank you.